大谷翔平ニュースチャンネルへようこそ。
They're chanting, "Come to Seattle." Do you guys want to start your own chant to Shohei?
That would be tampering.
That would be tampering.
You can't do that.
I'm not doing any of that.
But if he wants to come, he's more than welcome.
I'm going to go with all 30 teams would want Shohei on their team.
And I think he's right. All 30 teams would want Shohei Ohtani. Now, look, let's really dive into this because this is the biggest story in all of sports. I mean, if you've been following anything, it's about Shohei Ohtani. Now, will he get out of here or will he not? The other night he hit the home run. We know about that. But, okay, let's go back. The Herschel Walker trade. I want to take you through some trade scenarios. Everybody talks about the trade. This is what it does. You got Emmitt Smith back. All right? You got Russell Maryland back. They got all these players, Kevin Smith. The Cowboys changed their whole direction of their organization when they made that move. Now, how about the Dodgers? There's another way to look at it. They go get Mookie Betts. Remember they did this in February of 2020. They give up some players to go get Mookie, but everybody's, oh, it's just a small rental. What it did is it allowed the Dodgers to have a season to tell him, this is what LA's about, this is what we're doing. Juan Soto, I know they had a lot, 2.5 years or so control left, so he got back a big haul. C.J. Abrams, he's starting now at shortstop. You got Mackenzie Gore, leads the team in strikeouts. And then James Woods, man, did you see the Futures game? This kid, woo, talent. And Robert Hassel may be the best hitter. So they did a nice job of getting those four guys. And yes, the flamethrower at 103. Those got those players. So what is Ohtani going to bring back? I think there's a few things to look at. Number one, can the Angels afford him? A lot of teams trade guys, like you look back to the Lindor deal. The Indians traded him because, at the time they were the Indians and now they're the Guardians, traded Lindor because he turned down $250 million. They said they're not going to sign him. So they traded him. The Angels are not in that scenario. Think about what they've done already. Pujols, $250 million. Rendon, $250 million. Trout, $500 million. Artie Moreno has always been able to buck up and get the players he wants. So that has to come into play. It's going to be his decision at the end of the day if he keeps him or not. And he understands the commodity that he has. Now let's think about the possibility of clubs that might trade for Shohei. All right, let's go through some rumored teams. I'm not talking Dodgers, Yankees, the big guys. They'll all be in there, no doubt about it. But how about we've been hearing about Tampa Bay? What? Yeah, the Tampa Rays. How about this club getting Shohei Ohtani? What's that going to take? Well, they're loaded with prospects. There's no doubt about it. They've been knocking at the door of the World Series. Would he help them? Yes. You could take this whole haul right here if they were serious about it, and their organization could still survive. That would be their motive. World Series on a short rental. All right, how about the San Francisco Giants? I look at the Giants more like what the Dodgers did with Mookie Betts. If the Giants were able to get Shohei Ohtani and have a 2-month run-up on everybody else, they got all of August and September to show him, here's what our organization's about, here's what our team is about, come in and see it. They give up all these guys. Remember, they tried to get Judge, and then they tried to get Correa, and it didn't work out. So the Giants, look, don't get caught up in, oh, it's a short rental thing. Their plan would be to court him. A 2-month lead on all the other clubs that might jump in on free agency. How about Seattle? We heard the chants. Keep him in Seattle. Well, I'll tell you what, he liked Seattle, and they were one of the first ones in when he first came over from Japan. And yes, the Mariners are pitching rich. They have some talent on that big league roster. We're just looking at the prospects, but I do believe that at the end of the day, whatever the team is, if there's a deal to be made, that there's going to be current major league young talent involved. Now, if you're the Angels, are they shopping Shohei Ohtani? Let me get something clear, people. They're not running around saying we're trading Shohei Ohtani. But when people call, do you not do your due diligence? Absolutely. They have to do their due diligence, and they're going to listen to what deals are on the table. Because at the end of the day, when that clock ticks on July 31st and we're starting to get ready to that trade deadline, you better be ready for whatever might be presented to you. Will he get traded? Will he not? This is going to be the most intriguing thing that has happened in our sport ever. I cannot wait for the trade deadline.
MLB 気になる軍故障者の現状、監督が説明王や相棒は超回復 ドルーリーは、マダオ・ハッピーは、左肩関節唇の損傷で4月に手術を受けた、エンゼルスのローガン・オハッピー捕手が18日、日本時間19日、座った状態でもキャッチングを再開した。大谷翔平投手と開幕からバッテリーを組んだ相棒だったが、4月に左肩関節唇の損傷で手術。全治は4から6ヶ月の見込みで、今季中の復帰は厳しいと見られていた。フィル・ネビン監督は、座った状態でキャッチングをしているから大きな一歩だ。本人は肩の状態は安定していると言っていた。彼は前のめりになっているので、それを止めるのも私たちの仕事だ。早期回復しているように感じると説明した。また、左肩痛で負傷者、リスト、衣類入りしているドルーリーについては、今日もスイングをしたので、完全復帰とまではまだいかないけど、良くなってきている。左すねの打撲で、今季3度目の衣類入りとなっている、チーム最高年俸3800万ドル、約53億円のレンドンについては、同じだ。治療をした後、ウェイトルームでトレーニングをしたと言及した。11日、日本時間12日 MLB オールスターアリーグ、リーグ、シアトル。アリーグの2番 DH で、スタメン出場したエンゼルスの大谷翔平の好きな選手が判明した。オールスターの試合前に MLB ネットワークのインタビューに応じ、オールスターで好きな選手はと聞かれ、ガーディアンズのラミレス選手はいつも敵チームですけど、よくしてくれるというか、ナイスガイですし、話していて面白い。好きかなと思うと語った。ドジャースのフレディ・フリーマン内野手は10日、日本時間11日、エンゼルス、大谷翔平投手を大絶賛した。11日、同12日のオールスター戦、シアトルを前に報道陣の取材に応じ、本質的に理解できない。アメージングだ。ファンとして見ていて楽しいと語った。フリーマンは、ブレーブス時代の2020年に MVP 受賞したメジャーを代表する好打者。通算2017安打、309本塁打と文句なしの実績を誇る33歳だが、大谷には畏敬の念を抱いている。大谷の前半戦で最も感心させられたことはとの問いかけに目を丸くして言葉をつないだ。一つには、絞ることは難しい。打者の大変さはわかるけど、投手のことはわからない。毎日打者として出場し、5日目には登板して、打者としても出場する。理解できないことだ。マウンドでは100マイル、約 160.9 キロのカットボールを投げる。意味がわからない。1回しか対戦機会がなくて、ほっとしている。とんでもない才能の持ち主で、毎日の活躍が特別だ。大谷がメジャー1年目だった2010
ニュースレターは終了しました。面白かったらチャンネル登録してお友達とビデオを共有してください。さようなら、また会いましょう。